What if I told you that by ditching only a few everyday expenses, you could accelerate your path to financial freedom? We hear about people living in their cars, stripping their possessions down to a bare minimum, canceling their favorite subscriptions, and living on cup of noodles every day to save money. But are all of those sacrifices truly necessary to create financial success? My name is Romina, and I'm a business owner and creative, making videos on entrepreneurship, money, and productivity. And in this video, I'm sharing the 9 things I bid farewell to grow my business and increase my wealth. The allure of immediate gratification, the fear of missing out, or just plain bad spending habits can make it difficult for us to resist impulsive purchases or overspending. The average American spends $61,334 per year, or over $5,000 per month. A lot of people don't even make that amount of money. Spending unnecessarily can lead to financial stress, debt accumulation, emotional distress, decreased savings, and limited opportunities to invest for the future. By making minor adjustments every day, we can develop more mindful spending habits that can increase our savings and offer us greater financial freedom as we're less burdened by our unnecessary expenses. The goal here is to focus on value-driven purchases that align with our goals and to develop the ability to visualize long-term benefits over short-term thrills. Before we go any further, yes, I clearly still wear clothes, but the way that I buy clothes has changed immensely over the years. When I was much younger, I used to buy individual articles of clothing because I liked how they looked and felt on their own. Over time, I accumulated a bunch of individual pieces that looked great by themselves, but didn't coordinate well with other pieces in my wardrobe. I ended up having way too many clothes and never knowing what to wear when the time came for me to get dressed. I got rid of this habit by creating a mood board of what I wanted to look like and a color palette that coordinated. Then I went through my entire closet and eliminated any pieces that didn't fit in with the mood board. It was an intense process, but throughout the years, I slowly built up my wardrobe again using that board and palette. I limit the kind of clothes I buy and the color of clothes I buy. I also focus on obtaining timeless pieces that can be used many times over and from high quality brands that will last me a long time. I rarely buy clothes anymore because I still have pieces that look fantastic even after many years. I stopped buying bottled water because I realized it was a huge waste. It's a waste of money and resources. Although bottled water can be pretty cheap, I didn't like the amount of plastic I was consuming in my life. It doesn't feel natural, and I like the idea of reusing simple everyday items instead of using something once and then chucking it. I now mainly use glass or metal bottles that I refill whenever I go out. I also have some collapsible water bottles I use whenever I'm traveling, so I can continue this habit even when I'm away from home. And a lot of places I go to have a water station or fountain, so I can fill up my water bottle. It doesn't cost me anything extra or consume extra energy or time or take up much space in my bag. I started doing this years ago and I still keep it up today. So instead of buying a plastic bottle of water when I go out, I can use that money to buy some coffee or tea or some fancy gourmet drink. I have a lot of friends in the tech space, so they're going to be upset by this, I think. Sorry guys. I think we get way too inspired to buy every neat little mechanical thing that we see. I love new tech and I love fun little gadgets and tools. Don't get me wrong, they are super fun, but I would argue that most of the time they are unnecessary. I see this in kitchen gadgets,
I'll crank the atrocity channel.
Hydrate level 4, please.
Computer accessories, and more. A lot of times we end up buying these gadgets and only use them once or twice. The idea of it seems cool and super useful, but practically it doesn't always work out that way. They take up space, get in the way, sometimes don't even work well every time, can be a headache, and again, a waste of resources and money. If it isn't saving me time or money, I don't want it. Fancy cars when you're broke ain't it. They're not gonna make you look richer, and they're not gonna make you richer. I know people who work a minimum wage job and are leasing Teslas at hundreds of dollars a month. Why? Having the latest model or fancy sports car does not equal a wealth mindset. Let me say that again. Having the latest model or fancy sports car does not equal a wealthy mindset. My car is a few years old and I love it. If I can play music from my phone, if it gets me from point A to point B and has AC, then I'm good. If you're in the market for a car because it's a necessity at the moment, then make a list of the features you want in your car, set a budget, and start looking. It is possible to find something that is nice, usable, and affordable. You just have to set the limit for yourself and do the research. This is exactly what I did when I bought my car. By the way, if you're enjoying this video so far, please subscribe, and you can see more videos just like this every week. Also, share it with your friends so you can help them save some extra bucks without making too many sacrifices. I love reading. Books are an incredible asset for every entrepreneur, but we can get a little bit carried away. I used to own a lot of books. I'd hear about a book and buy it with the hopes that I would read it someday. I eventually got to the point where I had more books than time to read.
Books, all the books I'll need, all the books I'll ever want.
So in the end, I donated many of the books I had bought. I've reprioritized what I want to be spending my time doing, and reading new books is low on the list. I still love reading and I still make the time to read, but I'm extremely picky about what I consume now. We have a limited amount of minutes to live, and I want to be intentional with how I spend my time. Luckily, my public library has an extensive collection of books available for free. Well, not totally for free because I pay taxes, but Libby is a mobile app that allows you to reserve ebooks and audiobooks from your local library. So if you prefer consuming books that way, it is also an option. Ebooks can range from $9 to $13. You just never know these days. I've seen ebooks for like $29, so I'm not surprised. And if you buy a lot of ebooks, that can add up. So I've stopped buying ebooks, audiobooks, and physical books. Instead, I've created a really strict criteria for media I can consume and limit which books I can buy. I try to focus on books now that I know I will want to reread down the line. The books that I have kept on my bookshelves are ones that I have reread or plan on rereading in the future. This one was a tough one for me because I love to eat.
Stuffing.
Oh, yum.
I'm constantly eating throughout the day. This is a habit I didn't want to change, but I did want to remove the impulse snack buying habit that I had developed. I bought these small reusable snack bags. I refill them with my favorite snacks so I can have something to munch on throughout the day without having to buy random stuff out and about. This has really helped me, not just in limiting what I spend my money on, but also what kinds of foods I was consuming. If I already have snacks with me in my bag, then I'm less likely to buy a snack that I don't even know if I like while I'm out. This way, I always eat what I know is good for me and also tasty. I basically stopped wearing makeup, or at least a lot of people consider that, because I still wear makeup. I'm actually wearing makeup right now. It's very minimal and natural looking. I buy high quality makeup from brands that I know make products that will last me a very long time and are good for my skin. Since I started doing this, I not only have saved money, but have also freshened up my look. My skin is so smooth, it is incredible. Natural is the way to go, folks. It's okay if you love wearing tons of makeup. I am not trying to drag anybody here, but if you are trying to save, then maybe you'll want to try giving it a break for a little bit. I also bought reusable makeup remover pads, so I'm not as wasteful with the one-time use wipes that I used to use. There are many ways you can reduce the amount of beauty products. This includes razors, hair products, etc. I've opted into finding reusable and non-plastic alternatives. In making this change, I'm a lot more intentional with my usage. Plus, I've saved money over the years by using longer lasting products. With credit cards, digital payment platforms, and virtual wallets, it's easier now more than ever to randomly buy things you weren't planning on buying. The barrier to entry is super low for these brands selling these products because the "I don't have any cash on me" or "I left my wallet at home" excuses aren't as effective anymore. We even have the ability to buy things immediately after seeing an ad for it on social media, right in the feed of the platform we're already on. Although these features can be super handy, it might be difficult for someone to fight the urge to purchase these things. I've eliminated impulse buys by having a more minimalist approach to my lifestyle. I think about buying things 3 or 4 or 5 times over. I focus on owning things that really matter to me and are useful to me. Over the years, I've pared down my belongings to what is necessary and what brings me joy. You might know about my travel channel at Red Romina, but I'm sure most of you don't know that that channel used to be my gaming channel. I love playing games and making videos, so of course it seemed natural for me to buy gaming gear and accessories. Over the years though, I've eliminated most gaming and stick to the games I already know and love and I'm great at. That's enough to fulfill the hobby for me. I don't have to try every new AAA game. I don't need the most sophisticated headsets, and I definitely don't need the latest console. I know for some playing games is the ultimate hobby, and that's totally fine. I wanted to balance my free time a bit more by hanging out with friends outdoors, going out to dinner, trying out new activities around the city. So playing less games was the way to go for me. In the end, I've sold or given away most of my gaming gear, kept the bare minimum, and have completely eliminated buying new accessories. Spending money on the right things can have a positive impact on your life. Surround yourself with financially responsible friends and practice mindfulness to reshape your spending behavior and adopt healthier financial habits. By making these small changes in the way you spend money, you can increase your financial freedom, decrease money-related stress, and improve your life in the long run. By not buying the things in this video, I found myself sitting on a pile of cash, and I also opened the door to new opportunities since I had the capital to invest in my future, my education, and my travels. I was also 10x happier because I had less physical things to worry about when I wasn't home to protect them, and less things to manage, update, or organize, and less things taking up my time from my business and living my life. And that's it for this video. What will you stop buying today to help you save money? Is there something you've already cut out of your life that has improved it? Please tell us in the comments and read what others have written too. Having a supportive community is helpful when you're going through this process. Subscribe for videos every week. For now, I'm gonna go. So I will see you when I see you. Bye!